Hello everyone. Today we are going to look at how to create a mountain environment like this using a mist pass and Blender GIS plugin. So you can see that the environment looks hazy because of the mist pass, and we also have a helicopter fly through, and there are big valleys and mountains. This has been taken from the Jebel Jais mountains in Ras Al Khaimah area in UAE. So let us see how to do this in Blender. So the first thing we need is the Blender GIS plugin. So if you search for Blender GIS, you will get this GitHub link from where you can go to code and download the zip file. Once the file is downloaded, go to Edit, Preferences, go to Add-ons, go to Install, go to where you downloaded the plugin and select it, and then install the plugin. Once the plugin is installed, make sure that it is turned on. Okay. Also make sure that the Node Wrangler plugin is turned on because we will be using that. We don't need the light and the box. Once you install the plugin, you will get the GIS link. So if you go to Web Geodata Base Map, we're going to use the Google Map, and we will zoom into the area of the world where you want to create the environment for. Okay, so you can do any other place, but I recently visited Jebel Jais and I thought it would be a nice place to create an environment. So you need to really zoom into the place. So zoom into 13 or 14 and then hit the E key to capture it. And then if you look around, you will get the base map. And now we want the elevation. So if you go to GIS, Web Geodata, click on Get Elevation. And we are going to use the Marine Geo, the last option, because it doesn't ask you to log into any website. So you can see that you have now the mountains. If you go to the modify panel, there is the strength of the mountain. So if you increase that to 2 or 3, you will get a much deeper area. And I'm not really very happy with this area because I don't see a very good angle and depth in this. So I'll delete this and do the same thing again. Base map, okay. And I will zoom out and go to another place. Okay, and then hit the E key and then GIS, Web Geodata, Get Elevation. Just need to find a good place that can be used. So I like a level of 3, and I think this is a good area so we can see the mountains and the valley, and the camera can fly through here, and then we can have some depth to this as well. So I'll use this area to speed my work up. Once this is done, what I'll do is I'll bring this down to 4, and then I'll hit the tab key and add some subdivisions to my plane. And then I get much sharper mountains, and that is how the topology is there. So once I'm happy with this, I will apply this and I'll apply this so that we have a less dense scene. Also, because I'm going to focus in this area, I'll tab, go to 7, and I'm going to delete half of this because I don't need this. Okay, and then if you go to the see-through mode, you can delete everything. Okay, so this is where my camera is going to be. Now let us set up the camera. To set up the camera, I'll select the camera, and if you hit the N key, first thing is this, it is 10,000 meters. So our camera now flies out of the scene. So we hit the 0 to bring it back to the origin. Now the camera is here, but it's tiny. So I'll make the camera scale 1000 so you can see the camera icon clearly. Okay, which is here. I like to make this 90 degrees and make this 90 degrees so I know that the camera is flat on the ground, and then it will point towards that area. And so there's the helicopter is going to fly through here looking towards this. Okay, so I can further move it down if I want. And then if you look at the camera settings, I hit the 0 key to look through the camera and there is nothing, because if you go to view, you can see the clip end has millions. Here only it is 100, so we need to add a few zeros. So I'll add 3 more zeros and you get to see the value now. All right. So we will now set up the camera. So we'll lock the camera and then try to see what is a good camera angle. So without wasting too much time, I will simply hit the I key on location. At 1, go to 250 and shift my camera like this and hit the I key I'll hit the I key over. I move my mouse here and I hit the I key. So now this is our camera movement. Okay, so the helicopter is flying through and we are looking at the valley as we fly through the scene. So this is how my animation is going to work out. Now let us do the lighting. So if I go to my world properties, go to color and use a sky texture, and then if you go to your render settings, we'll go to cycles. I'll make this 32 and add denoise and make this 32 as well. Okay, to speed up my work. And then if you look at the rendering, you can see the look of your render, and you can control the amount of the strength for the sky, and then you can work with the elevation. Okay, whatever works. Even this I will bring down to 0.2 so there's not too much light. If you want, you can add dust and you can add air, okay, to get that look to your scene. All right, now that the light is set up, we need to create some mist. All right, so to add mist and to add depth to the mountain, so you can see that this mountain is far away but still very clear as the areas in the front. So we need to make this blurry. To do that, we will have to go to layers and turn the mist on. All right, now once the mist is on, if you go here and then render passes, we look at the mist, you can see that the mist is all uh, making everything white. So we need to play with the mist properties, and that is again in the world properties. You get the mist pass here, and again the depth is very shallow, so we'll have to add a couple of zeros, and you can see that is not enough, so we'll add one more zero. And now you get mist pass. Now we can further bring this back to say maybe 1500, and that looks nice. So there's a mist in the scene. Now we want to combine this with our this look. So once, and that we will do in compositor. So for that, first what we have to do is render an image, and I forgot to change my output size. I'll reduce it to speed up my work. So I'll use 1280 by 720, then render my image. Once the image is rendered, then we will combine the mist pass with the original render. Okay. So without going to any third party software like After Effects, we will do the same thing in Blender. So you can see that it took a few seconds to render the image. Now I'll go to compositing, use nodes, and because you have installed the Node Wrangler plugin, if you hit Shift and Control, you get the actual render. You see the viewer, and this is what is going to be seen in the composite. So if you hit the Shift Control and click, you get the alpha node, and then you see the mist path. So we want to combine the mist path with the image. So we have to add a mix node. Okay, and the mix node will be added anywhere, I guess. And then whatever the output from the mix has to go to the viewer as well as to the composite. So that is the first step. So we will simply connect here. Now the mist will go here, and it is not showing the results because it will either show this or this, and then if you change the factor it will mix, but we don't want this. So what we will do is instead of mixing it this way, we will add a mist to the factor. Okay, and then we will play with the color of the mist. So if you hit and add a color ramp, one color ramp, I will duplicate the color ramp. One color ramp will be used for the color, so that will go in the color property, and the other color ramp will go into the factor. So this will control the amount of mist in the scene. So you can see that as you bring it here, the mist keeps increasing into the scene, and this one will be for the color. You can select the color of the mist, and this one can be used to control the mist amount. Okay, we can try to move this little here so you clear the mist in the front, and then you add more mist in the back. And that's about it. You can then render your animation and get a look of how the mist would look. And without the mist. Alright, that's about it. Thank you very much.